Man United beat Luton yesterday. A thumping 1-0 win for United. It was 0-0 half-time. Looked like it was a bit of a struggle. But they are grinding it out midweek against Copenhagen notwithstanding, when I thought they were a bit unlucky, I've got to say. We asked this last week. Have they turned a corner when they beat Fulham? Do you think Ten Hag is starting to get it right?
Well, you're being a bit snooty about this, but the fact is that he could be in line for Premier League Manager of the Month. The way, if he carries on with results like this, particularly in a month like this, which is sort of depleted by the international break. Look, he's got an issue with Rasmus Højlund, who is... The work rate is fantastic, and the goals will come. He's got an issue with Rashford's confidence. I think Rashford is just...
This is your hobby horse. Rashford is your number one hobby horse at the moment, I think.
No, I've got about 700. I've got a whole Grand National field of hobby horses. But I just think Rashford is so important for club and country. And you will see it this week when he reports for England. We go to watch training at St George's on Tuesday. Obviously, England play Malta on Friday. And Rashford for England... whether it's Southgate's man management, this is no sort of reflection on Ten Hag, but Rashford just seems a different individual this season with England. And I was looking at his record last night. He's got 57 appearances for England, 17 goals. His next England goal will take him alongside Roger Hunt, Johnny Haynes and Dixie Dean. Dixie Dean and Roger Hunt played fewer games, but Haynes, similar games, 56 to Rashford's 57. And Rashford's only 26. He's scored 2 goals in his last 3 starts for England, one against Italy, past Donnarumma, decent goalkeeper, cut inside, smashed the ball. And it was just one of those Rashford when he's just instinctive, he's not necessarily taking the extra touch. When Anthony played that ball to him yesterday, he took the extra touch. So he's a confidence player. So that's why he's not a hobby horse, but I just think he is a thoroughbred, and we want him playing well for Manchester United as well as England.
I'm not necessarily directly comparing these two players, but Danny Welbeck was in a similar situation when he was at United, wasn't he? He had an excellent record for England, but couldn't quite crack it at Man United. I accept that Rashford's possibly a grade up from Welbeck. But they had Welbeck when he played for England. It was like all the pressure was off, and he was fantastic.
Maybe there is that element. We talked to Southgate about Rashford in the week, and he said something. You know how these press conferences are split up. The broadcast go first, and one thing he said in broadcast which did jump out, it says, "Marcus knows we love him." And then when we had this, we went into the away dressing room and sat round and sort of talked to Southgate, and we sort of expanded on that. And Southgate basically agreed, and he said, "Yeah, look, he's almost a sort of a confidence player, but he believes in him, and he saw the performance against Italy, saw the performance against Scotland earlier in the year, knows what Rashford brings to England." The issue that Rashford's got is that England have got so much quality out wide now on either flank.
But do you think Ten Hag doesn't believe in him? Because he's trying everything. He's had him through the middle. He's had him on the left. He's now thinking about maybe playing him on the right. So he is trying to fit him into that side. And he feels Rashford let him down with the party thing the previous week. He's quite strong on discipline, but he's brought Rashford straight back into the fold. And he seems to want him very much to succeed.
And understandably, because you saw, 30 exactly. goals last season. Okay, some of them were through the middle. Manchester United have an imbalance. Most of their better attacking wide players are left-sided or prefer the left. So he's trying Garnacho there. I didn't think Garnacho necessarily had his best game yesterday, but there's something about him, and he works back, he attacks. There's a certain sort of pluckiness about him, and a certain belief which you clearly need if you're going to put on that shirt. And the issues on the right side, Sancho, Anthony, are considerable. So Marcus Rashford has moved over there, but that comes down to the crux of the problem, is that the goals are having to be supplied by defenders and McTominay in midfield rather than attackers.
But you're not going to be jumping about Man United 1-0. I know it's a win, but it's not an impressive win, is it?
No, but what your headlines have been if it had been 0-0.
Indeed.
And fair play to Luton. I mean, I was at the Liverpool game, and they make matches hard for people. And you saw Onana had to make a good save from Morris. So look, it's a step in the right direction. But we know, being in the media, the scrutiny of Manchester United. If Manchester United lose a corner, you put it on your back page. They get more scrutinised than other clubs.
Throw that at me. It's as if the Times never mentioned these things.
No, I'm just talking of you as the sort of the sporting editor elite.